All right, let's see what's going on here, because this is a karmic lesson that needs to be learned. And this is based off of confusion and illusion. I'm making brownies with my boys, and my older one is like, so, like, when is it going to be over? When is it going to be over? And I'm like, just go watch the timer. And he's getting upset because he doesn't fully understand the concept of time. And maybe this is relevant. Like, everything that happens, right, as I'm channeling in my reality absolutely can be resonant in the energy, right? Where the concept of time, right, is maybe playing a major role, where you need to let go of the illusion of time. All right. Doesn't matter what happened in the past, as long as you're learning your lessons, right? You're changing that behavior, right? So we could get stuck in the past and say, oh my gosh, I did this and I did this and I did this, right? First, always apply forgiveness to yourself, right? If other people need to be forgiven as well, please apply forgiveness at that point as well. But if you hang on to the things and the choices and the things that you said in the past, that's what weighs us down, guys. Get out of the head about the choices that you made in the past, okay? And allow yourself to say, okay, I'm making a conscious choice, right? I'm saying, okay, I'm going to make the choice, right, to change, right, or change my behavior, right, to leave the karmic lesson, to stop that repeated pattern, and boom, that right there anchors in a totally new reality, way of living, right? You know, we end up getting stuck in the past and saying, well, I did that, so now I'm screwed. Right? When God gives us grace for every single thing we've ever done, right? There's no wrong choices. There's never a wrong path. You just are getting redirected back onto the one you kind of steered off of, right? We will always be guided exactly where we need to be. And that's really, really prominent in this energy, if that resonates for you, because you are being guided and kind of woken up to truly understand that you have been hanging on to ideals, and again, it's fantasy. It's with that Seven of Cups too. This could, again, we got the twin flames. Like, this is with connections, you know, past connections, however, right? And whatever was done or said back then, it's not relevant where you're going. So you're obsessing and holding on to something. Now, this is not to invalidate you or your memory, right? This is about saying that don't worry about the time. Don't worry about what had happened in the past. You focus on the present and what can you do differently. That's where you're getting stuck. There's a wishy-washy energy here, a player energy. Whoa, I just got really dizzy. That was really weird. Wow, I'm spinning. Maybe you drink a lot, you get the spins. Again, something in the head. Wow, that was intense. It's a lie. It's an illusion. Running, hiding. Are you spinning circles in your head, getting dizzy about how much you're hiding and running from doing something, from taking some sort of action by taking the lead in your life? And then I got the Six of Wands of yes. I am so spinny. It's so weird. You possibly could be drinking, trying to hide. Please stop that. Take care of your body. It's a precious vessel. Five of Pentacles. Look at this King of Wands here. You could be and or dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You have to overcome the lie and the illusion that you're left behind, that you are abandoned. Somebody believes that they are abandoned here, and this is a karmic lesson. How do we help them understand the karmic lesson, please? Thank you. Because of the way that you chose to move and initiate, this could be very passionate. This is like hot and heavy. There's a lot of passion. There's a very high sex drive, impulsivity. This could be somebody that is kind of like leads with their dangling. Okay, if I'm talking to like a masculine, all right, especially with the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is that, like, big, what is that saying? What am I talking about? Big dick daddy? What is that saying? You guys know. But the King of Wands is somebody that is in hot pursuit of what they want. They go after what they want, and sometimes they can do it very impulsively with their disco stick, right? And so there's a fine line between passion and they're telling me player, okay? Because passion is healthy. You need passion, right? You need that drive, that initial spark, right? That helps you get where you're going. Now, this doesn't only have to be SMEX, you know, related. This could be in all areas of our life, right? This is sacral energy. But there's an illusion here. So if this is tied to the past, this person or you, player, very in and out energy, right? Very impulsive, not thinking, doing, being very rash in your decisions, especially in smexual matters, okay? So this is your karmic lesson. How is this a karmic lesson? Can we clarify so we can help my viewer understand? You have a lot of 5 showing up. This is grief. This is sadness. This is burden. I mean, if this is surrounding one person in a connection, and or if you want to go deeper, if this is a karmic pattern, this is due to a lot of childhood burdens. Is that even a word? Burdens? Oh my gosh, there's so much moving energy. You're causing delays. They're telling me delayed gratification. You're holding yourself back because you believe you're going to repeat the same patterns and the same cycles. Okay, so there's a lack of self-trust, understanding, right? Understanding, awakening, right? You're obsessed. You're obsessed with the past cycles, right? Of King Dang-Lang, right? That's your pride, that's your ego keeping you looping in that, all right? And remember how I was saying, was it in part 1 or was it this part where I was saying, like, it's about the choices that we make moving forward. So if we sit in the past all the time and just, you know, sit there like, oh, what I did and what I didn't do and how I did this and whatever goes through our minds, right? And with past situations and things of that sort. Allow yourself to grieve what you need to, but there's some sort of thing that either you're hiding from or is a major illusion here, okay? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. You need to learn this lesson of manipulation. This is manipulation. I'm going to go into part 3.